So in this video, I'm going to explain about Python file handling. Now let's get started. So what is a file handling? So we can use file handling to read and write the data into file. So we can read the data from the file and also we can write the data into the file. So normally the file operations include opening a file, closing a file, writing data into the file, or reading the data from a file. Or sometimes file is already have some content, we can just append the new data into the file. And also we can write a loop statement to read the data from the file. So these are the different file operations we can do using file handling. Now let us see one by one how we can do that. The first one, let's start with the file opening and closing. So if we want to do any action, first we need to open the file, right? And then we can read or write or append whatever we can do. And then finally we need to close the file. So open the file is a first task and closing the file is a last task. So if you want to open the file, we have to use this function called open. And here we need to specify the name of the file and in which mode you are going to open. So here there are three different modes we have. So one is RWA. R representing the opening the file in read-only format, and we can just read the data. And W is nothing but we can also write the data. Suppose if the file already exists, the data will be cleared on that particular file and the new data will be added. And if the file itself is not there, it will be created a new file. Now A is another mode. We can open the file in append mode. So the data still exists, but we can add a new lines in that particular file. So these are the three different modes we have: R, W, and A. Now, if you want to open the file, we use the open command, open function, and if you want to close the file, we have to use a close function, right? Now, these are the basic things we need to understand before performing any actions on the file. Now, let's start with how to write the data into the file. Now, let me show you programmatically. Let's open PyCharm. So here, I'm just creating a new Python file. So I name it as a file handling. I will name it as a file handling. Now here I will just create first I will create a file, and then I will open that in the read mode or write mode because I want to write some data into the file. Let's go to some folder here. So here under demo files, I have one text file created, myfile.txt. It doesn't have any data, so it is empty now. So I want to write some data into this particular file. Now go to PyCharm. So here we are going to write the data into the file, right? So we have to open the file in write mode because we are going to write the data. So what is the command we have? Open. Here we need to pass two parameters in the single quotes. The first parameter is the location of the file, where your file is located. Let's copy this location here and slash, and the name of the file is myfile.txt. myfile.txt, right? And the second parameter will be the mode, which mode we have to open the file. So we are going to write the data into the file, so we have to specify W. So this will open the file in writing mode. This particular statement will open the file in write mode. And once this is opened, we can have a variable called as a something called file. Okay, so this file is a variable, right, which will point to this particular file. Okay, now we have to write the data into the file. So how to write the data into the file? So we have a method called as a write. So f file dot write. This is a function or method we can write. So here whatever we specify, that statements will go and written in the file. So for example, here I will write something called this is my first line. Okay, some code I have written. So what this statement will do is the write command will go and write this statement in the file. And similarly, I will also write one more statement. I'll write one more statement again, file.write. So this is my second line. This is my second line. And once we have written these two lines into the file, let's go and close the file. So how to close the file? Again, take the file variable dot a close command. Right, so we have opened the file in write mode, then we have written two lines of code, and then finally we close the file. Now currently this file doesn't have any statements, right? Now let me run this file. So once we have run is executed, now let's go and check, open the file. Now you can see this is my first line, this is my second line, so 2 lines of code. And when you see here, uh, we have used the write command, right? So write command will write all the lines in the same line, all the statements in the same line. So for example, if we want to write these statements in the next line, so what we can do is, let me just remove this data. Now we just add a /n at the end of the statement, let's say like this. Okay, so what /n will do is /n will write the line in the next line everywhere. Okay, now run this code again one more time. Now it's run. Now go to your location and see the file. Now you can see 2 lines have been created in 2 different lines. So this is how we need to write the data into file, so using write function. All right, now let's see next operation. So once we have write the data into the file, so the next function is, here we use a write function. Remember this, we use write function here, right? Now, so reading data from file. So how to read the data from a file? So if you want to read the data from the file, we have 3 different functions. So one is a read function, we have read line function and read lines function. So 3 functions we have. So what the read function will do is, we have to specify the number here. So it returns specified number of characters from the file. So if this number is omitted, it will read the entire contents of the file. So it will works in 2 different ways. So when I say okay, so when I say a number, okay, so it returns specified number of characters from the file. So when I say some number, it will number is nothing but a return. Okay, so return specified number of characters from the file. If omitted, it will read the entire contents of the file. Now let us see how we can use this in 2 different ways. And the read line and read lines. Read line function returns the next line of the file, and read lines method read all the lines as a list of strings in the file. So 3 different functions will behave different ways. So we'll see practically how we can use these 3 functions: read functions, read line functions, read lines functions. So first let's start with the read function. So I have opened the PyCharm now. Let's remove this. So first let us see one by one. First I will read all the content of the file. So reading all the data at once. So here which function we have to use? A read function. So I told you read, read line set, read function we have to use. Let us see how we can use this read function. Now go to PyCharm. So first of all, I'll create a file. So I'll just file is equal to open function. Here you need to specify the file name. So this is your location of the file. All right. So put that into single quote or double quote. Anything is fine. So /myfile.txt, right? So here I will open this file in the reading mode, right? So we have to read the data. So reading mode. And then I will just use read command. Okay, first command is read, right? So file dot, I can just say this is a file variable. So file dot read. So what this command will do is, it will read entire content of the file at once. And once this read the data, we have to store that in a variable, right? Or we can just print the data directly. Use a print function here. File dot read. So what this will print, it will read entire content of the file at once, all the lines of the code, all the lines which are there in the file, and then close the file. So file dot close. Now run this code, it will give you so all the lines from the file. So this is the one function we have, file dot read. All right. So now for example, when I say some number here, let's say 1, what it is giving, t it is giving. So what is the t here? I have just passed 1, right? What it returns a tree here means only one character is written. So for example, here I'll just say 5 here, it's not here. If I just set 5 here, now only 5 characters from the file will be written. Now when I run this code, it returns 5 characters. Here it is giving 4, but in the file there is also space, right? So space also will be written. And similarly, if I say 10 here, right? So when I run this code, it will give you 10 characters: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 characters, till 10 characters it will return in the file. If you count exactly 10 characters, this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So till here, okay, till here it returns, right? And index will start from 0, so it returns my also, so it returns this one. So when I pass some number, so it will return those many characters from the file. If I don't okay, let me just write both the things. So here, this one, don't specify here. So this particular statement read entire content of the file at once, but what this statement will, it will read number of characters from a file. So how many number of characters? Given number of characters. Given number of characters will be read. Now run this code and it prints the exact output. Okay, so this is the first line. This is the all the lines have been printed. But what about this one? Let us write once again. Let us run once again. It read all the values from the file, and again I have used file.read of 10. Right. Let's run this once again. Not giving anything. Let's comment this. Run as. Now it is giving. This is my okay. So we can just use either this one or this one. Okay, both we cannot use it. So if I use read command without any parameters, so it will read all the content from the file. When I use some number here, so it will read the number of characters from the file. So this is how we need to use reading all the data at once. Then we'll see next one, read line and read lines. Read line and read lines. How to use read line and read lines. So read line, we can just use read entire content of the file at once. Okay, read entire content of the file at once. So it is almost equal to this one. Okay, so let's see how we can do that. Let's go to PyCharm again. So I'm just removing this statement, and now instead of read command, I will just say read lines. Okay, then we'll see what happens. Read lines. Okay, let's run this code and see now what is an output we are getting here. So here we are getting the output in the array format, right? So here we are getting output in the array format. So the lines whatever we have created in the file will be put it in the array format. So this is the difference between read entire content of the file at once in array format. This is an output we will get. So that's the basic difference between the read and the read lines. So read command or read method will get all the content from the file at once, and whereas this command read lines will get all the lines in the array. Okay, every line will be considered as a one element in the array. All right, so that is about read lines. Right, so let's go for the next thing. Suppose from my file I want to read only one line. So here I have two lines, right? So I want to read only one line. So I want to read only one line from this file. So how we can do that? So if you want to read only one line, we can just use a read line command. So read lines means it read all the command, all the statements in the file, and read line means it will read only single command. So here I have just shown you read lines, right? So now I'm going to show you read line. So read lines will read all the lines in array format, and read line will read only one line from a file. Now go here, instead of read lines, let's say only read line. Okay, now what this will do is it will read the only the first line. It will read only the first line from the file. Now let's run this code. Now you can see we'll get only first line from the file. So that's a read line function. So read line function will read only single file. So what we understood so far is we have three functions we have to read the data from the file. So read command will use two different ways. So one is to read all the content from the file, and if I want to pass some number here, it will read only those characters from the file. Now read lines is a method which will also read all the contents of the file, but every line will be treated as a array element. Now read line is one more method we have. So this method or function will return only single line from the file. So these are the functions we have to read the data from a file in Python. Now we'll see how to append the data into the file. Suppose I already have the file which contains 2 lines. Now I want to add a few more content to the file. So to do that, we have to open the file in append mode. So we have to use A here. Now let's go to Python now. So what I will do is this file is already existed, right? We have 2 lines in this particular file. Now I will add a few more lines into the file. So here I need to open the file in append mode, and then I have to write the data into the file. So what is the method? Again, we have to use same write method. So file dot write. Here I will write something. This is third line. So still we have only 2 lines. Now I am adding one more third line. Just put a slash and not it. Okay. So this statement will append this data, whichever is already existed data. After that, close the file. So file dot close. Now, so before that, let us see the file. So currently we have only 2 lines, and then run this code. Now it is done. Now go and see the file. So now we can see third line is added. This is the third line. Okay. So this is how we need to just append the data to the file with the existing data. So only 2 things. One is we need to open the file in append mode, and then use write function, right? And finally, we can also read the data from the file using loop statement. We can also write for loop to read the complete data from the file. Now let's go to PyCharm. Now here, now currently this file contains 3 lines of code, right? So again, I will put read mode. Now I'm going to read all the lines by using for loop statement. Now how we can write it? We have to write a for, right? So here, let's say for. So every line I can read line by line, right? So just take one variable called as L, some in F file. So let's take L is representing some line number, and file is representing the file, so which contains the data, right? So for L in file, okay, and here we need to just write a print L. So what happens here is the file, there are multiple lines, right? The first line will be command store in L, and then we are printing L value here, and again it will go, it will get the next line, store that into L. Now it will print here, again it will go. If they could not find any lines, then this for loop will be exited. So once it is printed all the lines, then I have to close the file. So let's say file dot close. So this is how we need to write the loop statement to read all the data from the file. Now when I run this, it will give you 3 lines. So this is my first line, second line, and third line. So this is how we need to write the loop statement to read the values from the file. Okay. So this is how we need to perform all the operations on the file. So reading the file, writing the data into the file, appending the data into the file, read the data by using for loop. Okay. So that's all for this video. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe my channel to get more updates on this. Thank you all.